So when I needed to lose 100 pounds, I remember feeling like there was this massive canyon between where I was and where I wanted to go. That canyon felt so wide and intimidating, I didn't know how to take the first step. Everyone knows in order to lose weight, you need to eat better and you need to move more, but sticking with those two things can feel impossible in the world that we live in today. So in today's episode, I'm gonna share with you the analogy that led to truly unbelievable fat loss transformations, not just for myself, but for a bunch of our clients as well. Okay, so let's talk about this big canyon. All right, so basically the way that it felt is like I was on one side of this big canyon or big valley, and then there was this huge distance in between that I wanted to get to. So this is me over here, sad, and then this is where I wanted to go. And there was this massive divide. I didn't know how to get to the other side. That's how it felt for me. Maybe you can relate. There's this massive divide that it feels like it's impossible to get to the other side. What I ended up learning the hard way after lots of money and lots of years of my life was that it wasn't impossible for me to change my life. It was just that I was lacking a few things. Basically, I was lacking the stepping stones or the bridge or whatever analogy you want to use to basically cross this canyon and get from one side to the other. And so if you are overweight, you're lacking basically 3 of these things in order to help you get from one side of the canyon to the other side of the canyon in your life. The 3 things are the knowledge. This would basically look like you don't understand nutrition or you don't know what type of workouts to do right. The basic knowledge that comes with having a healthy and fit body. The next thing, and probably one of the most common things, would be you'd be lacking the belief. And unfortunately, this is a big one that holds people back when it comes to making a fat loss transformation and being a happy and healthy person. Maybe you don't think you deserve it. Maybe you're surrounded by an overwhelmingly negative influence that makes it difficult, or planting seeds of doubt that you don't deserve that or it's not possible for you. And then the third thing that is causing this massive divide would basically be the skills. Now, when it comes to the skills, think things like consistency, discipline, time management, work ethic. All of those things go into making a transformation from being overweight to a fit and a healthy person. The good news is all of these things are learnable, and anyone can take the time to build these things and conquer these issues so you can start to create little stepping stones in your life to make the big transformation. If you think of these now as little stepping stones, so here we have the knowledge, here we have the belief, and here we have the skills. Now, all of a sudden, this big canyon doesn't seem so scary anymore. You can start to make one little step at a time until you can cross the canyon and you can make the transformation for yourself. So let me share with you what I would consider the best stepping stones for weight loss. Okay, so let's use this analogy again of the canyon. What I would consider the 3 stepping stones for anyone that wants to lose weight, burn fat, and get in the best shape of their life, even if it's for the first time that you've done this in your life, it would be 3 simple things. Now, these things are going to be fitness, nutrition, and accountability. And when you have all 3 of these things, you can make this easy step across this big scary canyon and make a nice smooth transition. The problem is with a lot of people, they only have 1 or 2, but not all 3 of these things. So if you think about it, if you're working out, but you're not eating well, you only get like 1 step of the way. And then what, you got to try and jump the rest of the way, right? You need to kind of build these things together. So like I said earlier, everyone knows that you need to move more and eat less. And the hard part though is doing those things consistently. So that's where the accountability comes in. And from my experience of doing it for myself and failing for lots of years and wasting lots of time and wasting lots of money, it didn't work for me and it didn't click until I had all 3 of these stepping stones. And that's how we can take a woman that's 50 pounds overweight and within a matter of months, get her to her goal weight for the first time in her life, even if it's been like 2 decades. So all that being said, let's talk about how you can cross your canyon. If I were to do this all over again and I wanted to actually achieve my goal within a very short amount of time, here's what I would recommend, and this is exactly the plan that we lay out for all of our clients that want weight loss and fat loss. When it comes to sticking with it, you want to make this process of crossing this canyon, this big, scary, wide divide, as simple and easy as you can. That's how it's going to be able to be something you can stick to for the long run. So what I think is the best is 3 things. So when it comes to the fitness, nutrition, accountability, I like doing at-home workouts. The reason for that is one of the biggest real constraints is time. So if you have something that is only like 25, 30 minutes, you can do it at home on your own schedule. You don't have to drive to the gym. You don't have to waste time commuting. That is something that you can fit into even the craziest busy schedule. The next thing for the second stepping stone of the nutrition is what we call the meal plan blueprint, or like an expansive lifestyle meal plan. The problem with diets is that people do them for a short amount of time, get really good results, and then overcompensate for their lifestyle after they hit their goal. This creates this kind of crazy, psychotic yo-yo dieting thing where you're losing 10 pounds one year and the next year you're gaining 15 pounds. And most people sadly do that for decades of their life and never achieve their goal, health, and happiness. So what we've seen work really well is that most people only eat the same 5 to 7 meals throughout the week. If you can create a meal plan and understand proteins, carbs, and fats, but create meals you actually enjoy and crave and look forward to eating, that's when you fix this whole eating problem. And then the third thing for the accountability that has worked really well in my life is to hire a coach. And it's kind of like when you were a kid and you probably didn't enjoy brushing your teeth, and your parents, hopefully every night, were like, hey Susie, it's 7 p.m. you gotta go into the bathroom and brush your teeth. And you kind of pouted and screamed and say, man, I don't wanna. But now that you're an adult, chances are, hopefully, you brush your teeth at least 2 times a day. And so what's going on here is sometimes it takes external accountability to build an internal habit. And when it comes to the working out and the eating right, the external accountability for most people that are overweight, you've kind of proven it to yourself that you can't do this on your own. You need someone to kind of keep eyes on you, to check in on you, to pick you up when you fall down, to keep you motivated and make sure you're not giving up on yourself. And that's it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found it valuable. If you did find it valuable, it would mean a lot if you gave us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That way you get one of these videos every week, and then also a healthy recipe video every week. We have 2 videos per week. And if you want help implementing this stuff in your life, if there's a big canyon in your life that you don't know how to cross, we would love to have you join us in our private online community. It's a private Facebook group. And right now there's over 110 other women that are helping motivate and support each other on their own weight loss journeys. And in there, we basically provide you with the at-home workouts, the meal planning, and the accountability that we were just talking about in today's episode. You can request to join access to that if you click the link below. And if you want to check out another weight loss tip video where we talk about how our clients fix their relationships with food, check out this video here. If you want to check out an awesome, great tasting, healthy recipe, we have a no-bake peanut butter protein cookie recipe video right here. Thanks so much for watching the video, and we will see you in the next one.